So one day ago we made a video about you remember this TV, this Ecco TV, which came in as no power. Pressing the power is coming on and goes off quickly back to standby mode. And I can see from the comments people they are learning. Some they are saying this is some kind of bulge capacitor, which is behaving in a manner that when you press the power on button, the TV is turning on, but because the capacitor is not in a right state, it's going back to standby mode. Some they said something's wrong with the standby 5 volts power line, the standby voltage. Something's wrong with the driver, so the TV is going on back on safety mode because of the faulty driver. So we are here to see. Even myself, I don't know what is the problem here, but we are here to see from the comments either we have some kind of solar capacitors, or we have the problem with the driver, the 5 volts driver. So let's see. Let's see what's going on inside the TV. Let's see now what's going on inside this TV. How do I get inside this? We don't need this screen. So that's the inside of the TV. Yeah, no one opened the TV before. You can see this light is still on standby. We can't wait to see either we have like a bulge capacitor. Let's see. So yeah, those who said it's a bulge capacitor, you are wrong. Even myself, I was thinking maybe it's a bulge capacitor, but that's not the case here. We have 2 capacitors here. We have these 2 electrolyte capacitors, and all the capacitors, they are fine. The USB port looks fine. So what can be the problem here? What do you think is the problem? What is the problem of this TV? We have a coil here. This coil is not beeping to ground. And here we have a regulator. They use a linear regulator. 7805. This one. 70. Let's check this regulator. ground. The regulator looks fine. Okay. So checking on the regulator. The regulator looks fine. So what is the problem with this TV? Huh? Why? Okay, let's plug back the charger. Let's plug back the charger. Volts. .3 5 volts regulator. You can see 5.24. Now let's press the power on button. Here. On. What? Something is smoking. Hmm? So what is smoking? And we just kill the TV. Hmm? We just kill the TV. Let's check out the motherboard. Something is smoking here. And we have to know what is smoking. Because from the comments, we can't get the proper answer concerning this fault. We can't get the proper answer concerning this fault. So what do we have on this board? We have that chip which is blown up. Huh? Why that chip blown up? Do you have another board for space? So let's replace that chip. Let's replace that chip. We need to return back to the position in which this TV was doing before. Hmm? You are trying to solve something bad things happen. That's what happens with repairs. We try to solve something, and out of that something, bad things can happen. So let's took another chip. This is bought for space. Same MOSFET transistor. I don't care what that thing is doing, but let's just replace it, and then we'll check after. Our chip is now in position. Let's see now. Let's see. Let's see. We need to connect the cable going to the screen. We need this cable. Because the first thing, we need to return the TV. On the position on which this TV was doing before. Yeah, that's what happened when you try to fix something. You try to fix something, bad things can happen. So let's see this TV. Where's the charger? Let's deal with the customer's charger. On. I'm checking the standby light here. Turning on, and is now staying on. Huh? What? It's now staying on. So why this chip is just smoked? That was the problem. You know what? Let me put all together and we'll test. Wait. Before we put all together, we have to know what that MOSFET transistor is doing. What kind of voltage do we have there? Maybe we can conclude something. On is staying on. Here we have 5 volts. 0, 5 volts. So this is just a switch. It's switching 5 volts. So that was our problem. This is just a switch. Because from drain to source is passing 5 volts. So let me put all together and then we test together. So I've put all together. That's the TV. We have the same power pack from the customer. The charger is plugged. We can see the standby light. Let's power on the TV on. And the TV is working fine. Off. It's now off. Let's turn it on again. On. Echo. And it's working fine. It's no longer flashing. So from the comments, people, they say a lot of things. Some they say it's a capacitor. That wasn't a capacitor. Some they said the driver for the 5 volts, which is meant for standby, is going on safety mode for some reasons. Probably the driver's faulty. But that wasn't a driver. After this, the power supply, the 5 volts power supply, switching power supply, we explained these things on laptops, on TVs, just same thing. We have a power supply and that power supply has got a regulator. In this case, they use a linear regulator, LM7805 regulator. The regulator is working fine. And after the regulator, we have a switching MOSFET. In case if anything wrong, the switching MOSFET will blown up. We plug in the charger, we've done nothing. The MOSFET just blown up. I think that the thing is a tiny thing. You can't even see. It's a tiny black thing. It's blown up. It's blown up. So we replaced that switch with another switch. I did not even mind about the number, but I just took it from another board doing the same thing and replaced, and the TV is working fine. So don't get frustrated that you can't know what is inside a device. That's the truth. Because a TV or a device can behave in any way, and because of experience, you rush to think of those things that you usually happen when something like that occurred. Obvious is coming on and goes off few seconds. I would say 100% it's a capacitor. I would say 100% it's a budged capacitor. I don't even think of a regulator. But I would say something wrong on capacitors. The electrolyte capacitor, they are getting swollen, and it's very high. It's very easy for the TV to behave like that, because there will be some fluctuation of voltage, or usually on such kind of bed caps. But now it's a different story. I was wrong. Everyone could not manage to get this right. The TV is working fine. It's working fine, no issues. You can see the echo sign. Everything is working fine here. So I'll stop this video now. Like, subscribe, don't forget to turn on the notification bell for future updates. Also share our videos to your beloved friends and relatives, and see you on the next one. Bye.